Today we are going to see a ETL process for a auto insurance churn dataset using Airflow. We are doing the ETL orchestration, and then we are loading the dataset into S3 by processing, and then we are loading the data from S3 to Redshift, and uh, and we are creating the schema in the Redshift basically to load the corresponding data in the corresponding database. So let me start with explaining. So firstly, I've created a Airflow DAG, that is CSV to S3 DAG. So I'm running it in Docker. So I just created a Docker container which is running currently at port 8082, and I've just logged in into the Airflow console, and then I've run the Airflow DAG. So let me start explaining on this. So basically, we are starting with reading the CSV files. Basically, these are the files. These are the raw data which we fetched from the dataset, and then we are reading it, and we are also processing the CSV file by cleaning and and then we are creating a new file which is process CSVs for each corresponding dataset like address, auto insurance, and customer correspondingly. And then once the dataset is processed, we are uploading the dataset to S3 bucket parallelly so that we are saving some time. So once we are loading it into S3, so for loading it into a S3, we need to create a S3 bucket, which is auto insurance churn data, and then in which we are having the airflow address, airflow auto insurance, basically conveying that this has been sent by Airflow. So once this is loaded, we are pretty much sorted in the AWS environment. Then now let's once again jump onto the Airflow. So consider all the datasets are uploaded to S3, and then we need to create table in the Redshift cluster for all the datasets, all the five dataset: termination, address, auto insurance, customer, and demographic. So now let's jump onto Redshift cluster. So I've created a Redshift cluster in the AWS, which is called Redshift Cluster Project, and then based on the URL and the credential, I'm just setting up in the Python. So once the cluster is created, I'll be writing a query in Python for creation of tables, for all the tables. So basically, I've written a logic like uh, create if not exist. So basically, even if you're uploading it for the first time, it'll automatically create and then load the data. So yeah, so for the creation, it will create each and every table corresponding to the data set, all the five tables, and then from this step, we are copying the data from S3 bucket to Redshift. So we have processed our data and then loaded it into S3, right? So we are copying it directly from S3 to Redshift by SQL, by Postgres SQL copy command, and we are loading it in the corresponding table. So yeah, we are loading each and every dataset into a table. So yeah, now let me show you some of the code which I've written, like queries. So as I said, I've created a SQL query to create table only if it is not existing. Create table if not exist. So this is one thing, and the other one is for the following step. For copying, I'm using the copy command and then pointing to a table, and then I'm pulling the data set from the S3 bucket with this row. Sorry, with this S3 bucket.